Oh, hello. I must speak in English this time, not to speak Tibetan. To my non-Tibetans, I try to, I want to express something. And that is sort of a European discovery of Tibet, the way in which they were made to understand Tibet. And the way they understood was not knowing any facts and figures and how the people are living and working. And they created a lot of myths. And so they know the Tibetans are more or less Buddhist, or anyway, some sort of spiritual. And some of the first person who visit Tibet were some Italian Jesuits, then a French lady, Alexandra David Neil, who eventually became a mystic Buddhist. She started teaching so-called Tibetan Buddhism, and she wrote books as well. And then there has been Americans who were flying over and fell down and started writing about Tibet. And they hardly seen any Tibetans. The mysteriousness of the Tibet has become seriously mysterious in every aspect. One of the interesting thing about the mysteriousness of Tibet was that, the Tibetan people, they lived long lives and they didn't need to do much work. As long as they live in Tibet, they will live long lives. As soon as they come out from Tibet, they will get old very quickly and disappear, die. That is one mysticism. And actual people who visited Tibet, and then when they see some rituals, Tibetan religious performance, they always, the Europeans, mostly English, they say it's something to do with devil, getting rid of the devil. And it is always, they're always talking about devil, isn't it? And devil worshipping, or getting rid of the devil or something like that. And often these educated, so-called European educated, who are also quite well because they are able to travel, knowledgeable, educated people, they call it Tibet without understanding the properly. They express these are mysticisms. These are not religious, it's mystical. It's devil worshipping and things like that. And they use word devil many times. And then as I see many of these books and expressions, then I've been being in England. I wonder why they are using these. They are trying to undermine the Tibetans or no? No, it's nothing to do with undermining the Tibetans. That they try to express as best as they can what they think of Tibet is. Their expression of devil, this and devil that is to do with their own upbringing. After living in England for many years, you always talk about devil. There's a lot of devil worshipping, admiration of devils, and it's to do with always with the devils and devils. But in Tibet, although we know there is devils, but the Tibetan monks and lamas are thinking of higher being, deep philosophy, and the nature of our thinking, and nature of mindset, nature of compassion, nature of well-being, so not just for yourself, all beings in this world. That is in their prayer, and that may be a wishful thinking. That may be just wishful thinking, but those are the thinkings and occupying their mind. And also there are many ways, so they have to behave well, not thinking of the devils on there. They are wish to thinking, doing well, not to fall pitfalls, no doubt. They don't want to go to hell. They want to go to heaven. And when you die, then your soul will be awarded if you do good deeds and things like that. So these are positive thoughts. And your good deeds is not good enough to do it to your children or your parents or your next door neighbor, but all sentient beings. And your attitude to benefit should be not limited to your relatives and friends or country people, but it should be for the whole humanity, whole beings, to all beings. That's important. That is fundamental. They believe that they have to pray not just one, but all beings. If you play limited, that is limitation and also discrimination. Your prayer, your compassion should be limitless to all beings. May all their being happiness, no suffering. That is the foundation of Tibetan Buddhist philosophy and compassion. Chamda Nyingche, related with Buddha of compassion, Buddha of wisdom. So from that point of view, if we're not just stuck on that, I think that is a wonderful philosophy and thinking, and one of the best civilizations human beings can have, and that may bring peace and harmony within not only just oneself, to all beings across this one world and one race.